Hey, welcome back, Cube fans. I am back from CUBECon 2022. Oh man, it was an amazing experience. But now I'm excited to bring you this vintage Cube draft. So if you're here for Cube, you've come to the right place. Opening pack, pick one, pack one here. A lot of great options. I'm sure you're expecting me to take this Badlands because, I love Rakdos. I'm kind of leaning toward this Ponder. There's a Snapcaster. A lot of great lands in this pack. Both Seiju, Steam Vents, Trap. No real white cards. Not going to take Eureka. And then there's a Life from the Loam for the lands thing. Yeah, I think I want to take Ponder here. Just, it's kind of open, it's just card draw. It's not super committal, and we can just splash it if we need to. And go a little off-brand, not pick that Badlands. All right. Pick two, Ragavan, Nimble Pilfer, get in the deck. And then here in pack, pick number 3, Umezawa's Jite is just super strong. I also like Force of Will after picking a Ponder. But could we just suit up a monkey with Jite? That seems fun. Jite is probably the most powerful equipment ever printed by Wizards, in my opinion. So let's just take it here. Wow, so a lot of blue cards coming our way. There's a Murktide Regent, a Sphinx, and a Brazen Borrower. After picking up a Ragavan, I want to pick up this Borrower. Its interaction can help protect the Ragavan, can wear a Jite really quite well. And I'm wondering if we'll get one of those other blue cards to wheel. There's a Burgi, but there's also a Faithless Looting. I'm a big fan of this Faithless Looting. I'm wondering if we can get that Murktide back. Faithless Looting is going to feel real nice here, helping to put some cards in the yard to delve away with. Dig Through Time also could be quite good. I wonder if we should take the removal for which member? Dismember. Let's just take the Dismember here, though I think Dig Through Time could have also been an incredibly correct pick there. There's a Wheel of Fortune, a Baral. There's also a Tangle Wire. Like, what if we took this Tangle Wire here and went a little more aggressively slanted on this, looks like this blue-red deck that we're building. We're not going to play Snuff Out probably, and we're not in green. So really the choices are between like Baral and Tangle Wire. And I think the effect on Tangle Wire is just much stronger, a little more unique than what Baral does. Ooh, now here's a Xander's Lounge, Island, Swamp, Mountain. Also Abbott. We could take Abbott if we want to lean. Let's get our fixing first. Eat just a little bit of vegetables here. And see, let's see, that was pick 8. Yeah, so unfortunately, we will not get another pick out of that pack. There's that Badlands coming around again. Currently, we have no black cards, though, so let's take this Incinerate just as more interaction. Really loving the interaction we have here with Brazen Borrower, Dismember, Incinerate, even Tangle Wire. Only card for us here is probably the Reality Chip. Really sad to see that Crater Hoof going, pick 10. Nothing here for us in this pack. I guess we'll take the Crop Rotation. All right, here we go. Murktide Regent coming around. Love to see it. I love that we have this Murktide and the Faithless Looting. Let's go. Probably too much to ask for Dig Through Time to wheel as well, unfortunately. There's a Burgi. It's either that or the Scrap Heap Scrounger, but let's actually take Burgi here. Containment Priest, throw that in the sideboard, and 15th pick. Oh no. 15th pick, Pest Infestation. Man, that's twisting a knife in my heart. Ooh, wow, this pack is just amazing. There's a Chandra, Torch of Defiance, and a Volcanic Island. I do not want to pass this Chandra, but man, if we're playing blue-red, we kind of need Volcanic Island. I'm going to eat my vegetables big time there because I really wanted that Chandra. Here's a DRC. There's also a Grim Monolith and a Smuggler's Copter. Currently, we got 5 creatures. Smuggler's Copter may be the pick here, as it'll help us loot, fueling Murktide, I think, and we may just get one of these like DRC, Repeal, even Pestermite to wheel. Ooh, there's a Flooded Strand and a Lightning Bolt. Oh man, and a Spell Pierce. Okay, we got a lot of vegetable eating going on here. Would have loved the Spell Pierce, the Lightning Bolt, but I'm going to take the Flooded Strand. It will fetch out our Xander's Lounge right now. and the volcanic island. So let's get some primo lands and cast these spells. Young Peasy, Fimage as well. I think Fimage is a little stronger. There's also an Unholy Heat. Can't really Fimage Ragavan. Let's take this Unholy Heat as it's another piece of interaction. Plays well with Delirium. Again, kind of leveraging the power of that Faithless Looting. I really like Faithless Looting for just card selection, fueling things like Delirium and Delve, and kind of helping tie the room together here in this blue-red deck that we're drafting. Still pains me to pass that Chandra. Karn, we can play. There's a Rabble Master and a Hullbreaker Horror. I want this Rabble Master. It's really aggressively slanted. Plays well with Tangle Wire by making tokens. So let's get Rabble Master in here. Chain Lightning, not quite as good as Lightning Bolt. There's a Mystical Tutor as well, but I think I'm going to take this Chain Lightning, just more interaction. So we got good removal now in red with Incinerate and Holy Heat Chain Lightning. Would like something like a Daze or a Mana Leak or something for the blue side here for interaction, and then obviously just some more creatures. Curve looking really great right now, though, if you don't count the Murktide Regent topping out at 3. There's a Splinter Twin. We did see the Pestermite earlier in this pack. Wonder if we take Splinter Twin here. Let's hedge a little bit. So when I play Twin, Winter Orb, Emery, Sword. It's Winter Orb, I suppose, to be that guy. So when I play Twin, I don't go all in on Twin, right? Like Twin is just kind of like a splash. So we can play this really sweet blue-red interactive deck, and then out of nowhere, we can slam a Twin on a Pestermite, or even like a Rabble Master or something crazy like that, and just find a way to kind of sneak a game win in there. It's a similar strategy that I use in Reanimator as well, right? Where I have a very cohesive kind of just like red, black, white, Mardu kind of deck, and then we slide in some Reanimator pieces to just get some value out of nowhere. Well, there's a Goblin God and a Caracas, right? Caracas really strong, but I don't think we're in white, right? Let's just take this Goblin God. It's what we're doing right now, which is being aggressive and getting in there. See, yep, all right, there's that Pestermite. So we'll take the Pestermite here. It's a little backdoor Twin action. And if these are only two kind of combo pieces, like that's fine. We'll take a Char, more removal. Need a few more creatures, I think, but with all these instants and sorceries, like I think we're fueling our Murktide pretty well here. Treasure Cruise, yep, that's exactly what we want to be doing as well. Doesn't play great with Murktide, but again, we're going to be delving away these instants we'll be casting, and then it's just straight card draw. Nothing for us here. Edric, Terastodon, and Progenitus. Let's throw this Edric in the board. Huntmaster, Usher, neither one of these are really castable for us, so rounding out pack 2 here. Electroman, it's in our colors. All right, ding ding, there it is. Mox Sapphire on colored Mox. Also a Guy's Cradle in this. Mole Drifter, Strip Mine. Okay, so we're not really a Guy's Cradle deck. Obviously, we're slamming the Mox Sapphire here, but I'd play Strip Mine and Mole Drifter in this deck, so I wonder if we'll get any of those back. If not, we'll probably get the Embrest Shieldbreaker back, as we don't have any artifact interaction right now. There's a Preordain, there's a Glory Bringer. I think we need the threat a little bit more. We only have 9 creatures right now, and Glory Bringer is a heck of a threat. Really liking how this deck is turning out. Looks like it's going to be really fun to play. My kind of magic. Super interactive. That Mox Sapphire was a gorgeous open. What else we got here? Chrome Mox, Cloud Skate, Thundermaw. I don't think we need Thundermaw with Glorybringer. Underworld Breach is a little interesting. I think I actually need the creature over the Chrome Mox here, something like the Cloudscape, as we can suspend it early, get the value later. And the Chrome Mox, I'm not really looking to ramp into the Murktide or the Glorybringer, right? Like I'm looking to delve those out. I mean, Glorybringer's only 5, you can't delve it, but no, I think I want to take the Cloudskate here. Thirst is some card draw. Narset's some card draw. Narset could be good, but let's just take Thirst. I like the kind of guaranteed card draw of Thirst there. And it's an instant, right, that plays well with Murktide. Well, there's Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Again, one of my other quite favorite cards in the cube. Miscalc, but I'd rather have this Fable. It's going to fuel cards in the graveyard for Delph. There's also Walking Ballista, but Fable is just a slam dunk here. It's got to be Fable here, right? Like, do not take the miscalc. Take the Fable. Here we go. No. Oh, no. What are we doing? Oh, man. I want to like go back in time and wring my own neck, be like, take the Fable. Miscalc. I mean, Miscalc's a fine card, but it's no Fable. I think that's almost half a punt, right? Let's take the Spire Bluff here. Ooh, there's Mizium Mortars. Yeah. No, let's take the Spire Bluff, right? Make our mana a little bit better. Glad we picked that fixing when we did, because we have not seen any other fixing for blue-red through the rest of this draft. There's a Triome we can't really use. Throw Geist on the board here. Yeah. I guess the Sunbait Canyon, like none of these. Damnation, none of those are getting played, right? None of these are really getting played. Man, these last few picks have just been blanks. There's a Breach. There's a Hell Kite. We can just take the Hell Kite. Yeah, I can't play any of these as well. Escape, Downfall, Pulse, and Toski. I mean, we have plenty of playables here. Yep, go to the sideboard there. Yeah, no, Whisperwood Elemental. Not going to make the deck. Rounding out. Pack 3. Reclaimer. All right. Well, let's finish building this thing, and then we can take it into the league. Okay, here's our blue-red Murktide Regent deck, fueled by Faithless Looting and a bunch of instants. We also got Ragavan thrown in there just because Ragavan is awesome. And a little backdoor Pestermite Splinter Twin action for those sneaky wins when it looks like the game may be unwinnable. Mox Sapphire rounded out, just a piece of on-color power, no big deal. And let's take this blue-red Murktide There Be Dragons deck into the league and see if we can score a trophy. All right, welcome. Match 1, game 1. Here we go. Blue-red Murktide. What do we got here? I mean, we have a Rabble Master, a Jite, and a Brazen Borrower, and a Reality Chip. Yeah, let's keep this. We're on the draw against Corinthian, and let's see if we can get some action going here. Obviously, the best draw off the top, I think, would be Mox Sapphire for a turn 2 Rabble Man. I think we'd go Reality Chip into Rabble Man into potentially 4 mana Jite. All right, didn't get there. Miscalc. There's that miscalc. Could have been a Fable. Let's lead out on Mountain and pass. No interaction in our hand outside the Brazen Borrower, but I'll be happy to hold up Miscalc next turn or Brazen Borrower. See what our opponent does. They are on double green. Double green in a Mana Crypt. Ain't no thing. Into Questing Beast. Well, that isn't very good for Brazen Borrower. Would have loved to have miscalced that, right? Okay, Pestermite. I think we just need to, honestly, we need to hold up Brazen Borrower here to save some life, I think. And, you know, send this Questing Beast back to our opponent's hand on the attack step. A Wall of Roots. Yeah, that's going to resolve. It's actually kind of nice because if they don't have another green mana right now, they will not be able to replay the Questing Beast this turn. They'll have to play it next turn. Of course, Questing Beast does have haste, so that does work out. All right, there is an island. So we can hold up Questing Beast now. It looks like we're holding up Brazen Borrower, so this is really nice. Again, they're going to need, if they don't make a land drop here, we can miscalc the Questing Beast. No land drop. Questing Beast, miscalc. Will this resolve? Opponents. All right. We got around that Questing Beast. That was good. That worked out for us. Splinter Twin. Okay, we have a game plan here. So Pestermite into Splinter Twin. We're just 1 red mana short. What do? I think we just hold up Brazen Borrower flash in or Pestermite flash in, to be honest with you. Rabbleman's not going to get through the Wall of Roots very easily. Reality Chip isn't going to do anything. So I think we just hold here and pass back. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to flash in Pestermite and I'm going to tap their Mana Crypt on upkeep, as this is going to restrict their mana as much as possible. And if we can rip a red source off the top here, that'll just be amazing. If we don't rip a red source, I'll probably just play and equip Jite, like if we rip a blue source. And if none of those things work out, we can just flash in the Brazen Borrower. Opponent's probably a little scared now that they see the Pestermite on the table. They know that we probably have combo, and we are holding the Splinter Twin in hand. All right, they down tick on the Wall of Roots. Tap their mana. There's a natural order. All right. Yeah, can't do much about that. What do they get, though? Like, what's the scariest thing here? Terastodon. Terastodon's pretty scary. Are they going to blow up our lands? If they blow up our lands, we're quite a ways away from Splinter Twin. All 3 of our lands. All right. Well, that's going to slow things down just a little bit here. All right. Well, Spire Bluff Canal enters untapped because we have no lands. Would enter tapped last turn, so still wouldn't have been able to Splinter Twin. I think we just... Do we trade here? Do we trade 3 Elephant tokens to the Terastodon? I think we... Man, I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe we just take 9, right? Because then we can attack them down for a bunch. And maybe their Mana Crypt kills them. Let's just take 9 here. I'm feeling taking 9. Because we could draw... Well, we don't have Lightning Bolt. We passed that one. Yeah, there's not... We need a land, right? So let's say we draw a land and we play Reality Chip. That's just a blocker at that point. We have 11 damage on the table. And they have a Mana Crypt. So what I think we do here is we take this 9 hit, get in there with 3 Elephant tokens, put them down to 3. We didn't block. We didn't block. Perfect. Great lawn. Wormcoil Engine. Okay. That changes the calculus with the lifelink, huh? Yeah, blowing up our land's pretty good. We draw the Murktide. Cannot cast it. And that lifelink on the Wormcoil is just going to put this game out of reach, I think. We can get in there for 2. They can lose their flip and go to 7, but they're going to just attack in. And we are down to 7. They win the flip anyways. Okay. Maybe they'll show us another card here. Looks like they will. They'll show us Nissa, and I will show them the concede button. Let's go to game 2. Okay, here we are, game 2. On the play this time, there's a Xander's Lounge. Let's keep this. I like having Thirst in this hand for sure. We can go turn 1, Xander's Lounge, turn 2, Copter, turn 3, maybe Thirst or one of our draws. All right, no opening play. There's a Sapphire. I think we just Thirst out now to maximize the use of our mana, but we can wait to do this on our opponent's end step. That way we hold up Incinerate. So we'll pass it back. Wall of Roots there from the opponent. Not going to Incinerate that one. Let's get this Thirst going here. We got a land to ditch. A lot of lands. Okay. So we'll just pitch one of them. We need to, we can Unholy Heat Incinerate this thing. We draw that miscalc, and it could have been a Fable. All right, Faithless Looting was an amazing draw. So this is super inefficient, but what I'm doing here is reducing our opponent on ramp and taking away a natural order target, because they could natural order here next turn with a land drop, and that would be super sad. All right, Flooded Strand, not what we're looking for. Let's loot. There's a Ravelman. Ravelman can start to get some work done. So we'll get the Flooded Strand down as well. Continue to filter or to thin our deck a little bit here. Only one more basic. At least one more island basic. Get the Ravelman down and get in for... And then next turn, these Goblin tokens are going to crew up Smuggler's Copter real nice, I think. Reality Chip, interesting. We can play and equip that. I kind of want to get a Future Sight going here. It's either that or play Smuggler's Copter, but we can't attack with the Smuggler's Copter yet this turn. Chain Lightning is on top. We can do all the things right now. Because there's no target for Chain Lightning, there's really no necessary need to equip Reality Chip. So we'll just get Smuggler's Copter down. This is why I like Reality Chip, because you can see the card to see if it makes sense to pay the equip cost this turn or not. This will allow us to attack with Smuggler's Copter next turn. And now we can just get in there for 6 damage. Only one card left in our hand to our opponent's 6, so that's a little scary. But with Reality Chip, like, maybe we'll be okay. I mean, Reality Chip and Smuggler's Copter, we're going to have some great filtering and ability to play off the top of our library. Ooh, Acidic Slime. Okay, what do they hit? They hit Copter. Yeah, that makes some sense there, I think. But we got to Chain Lightning for that, for sure. There's a Miscalc. So can't play Miscalc off the top. I do not believe we can cycle it from the top of our library. We'll call a judge over, see if we can get that rolling. But what we can do is equip Reality Chip here, lightning the Acidic Slime, and then we will be able to miscalc from the top of our library for sure. I just don't know if we can cycle from the top of our library. Doesn't look like we can because miscalc did not highlight as a playable spell. But we'll get in there again for another bajillion damage. 7 more. So opponents at 5, they need to do something. And I like holding up this miscalc. Oh yeah, Wormcoil Engine? You thought you were stabilizing? Think again. I guess, if this was a Fable, that would have been pretty bad for us. Live and die by the miscalc, right? All right, so we got that game. That one kind of went according to plan. So here we are back in game 3 on the draw. We have power and a Xander's Lounge in hand. I think we need to keep this. We can have turn 1 Dismember up. See what our opponent's got going on over there. Nothing. They must be pretty low on mana dorks. No, let's play Xander's Lounge here. And then I am going to play this Mock Sapphire just to hold up Dismember. And we can have a turn 2 Rabble Master for sure. I will kill basically any mana dork here. Rafellos? Yeah. Rafelnos. That was a pretty bad dad joke. Get out of here, Rafellos. I don't know if it's Rafellos or Rofelos. I heard Justin Parnell pronounce it Rofelos. So now I'm questioning the way I say that name. Anyways, here's a turn to a Ravelman. Let's get in there for 1. And here's where those instants are really looking great for us, right? We already have a Dismember in the yard. We can Ponder next turn. And this is just fueling our Murktide. We can Ponder and Smuggler's Copter next turn. It seems pretty nice. All right, opponent Rex Sage is sad bear a little bit there, killing our Mox Sapphire. But I'm glad it's a Mox and not like a Signet. If we would have paid mana for a Signet and then they would have killed a Signet with Rex Sage, that would have been a little worse for us, I think. Chain Lightning was a great draw. We can Ponder and Chain Lightning here and just fueling the Delve. We need 1 more blue mana, so I'm going to look for a blue mana here because with the blue mana, we'll be able to get this Murktide down next turn, I think. Well, there it is. Murktide, blue mana, Jite, Tanglewire. I think I just want to draw in that order. So we'll get the island, play the island, and then next turn we'll Murktide, and then the turn after that we will Tanglewire. That'll probably be good enough with the pressure we have on the board. Yeah, opponent's down to 13. Ewit? Yeah, it's going to be too slow there, opponent. Okay, so they Ewit into Rafellos, but Rafellos will have Summoning Sickness, so that's not scary. What is going to be scary is this gigantic Murktide, which is going to hit the battlefield here. Now, I'm assuming that they're going to block with their Ewit. Okay, so change of plan. Getting the Tanglewire down. I'm not going to attack with a Goblin Ravelman. This is really going to tax our opponent. As we're making Goblin tokens, they're going to have to tap 4 things. They're not going to be able to play. I mean, they may be able to play Rafellos here. Yeah, they tap all their lands. Perfect. Perfect. This is why I like Tanglewire. We will be able to get Murktide down this next turn, though. However, make sure we stack right. Get the Fading counter first. Or the Fading first to remove a counter. And then we can tap our Tanglewire into Goblin tokens. Heck, we can even tap our Ravelman. Now, I don't like tapping the island there. Oh, I guess that's right. We don't have enough here to play Murktide yet. Yeah, I guess we didn't have enough to play Murktide anyways with the Tenga Wire. We just didn't. We have 4 in the yard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, we would have had enough without playing the Tenga Wire. That's fine. We'll get the Smuggler's Copter down. Smuggler's Copter can get crewed up. Opponent's at 6, right? Like, even if they blow up all our lands with another Terrastodon right now, we're getting in for 6 damage. And this Tenga Wire is just doing a number on our opponent's board over there. Yeah, okay. Well, we did it there. So even without playing the Murktide, Tenga Wire bringing it down. Let's head into match 2. All right, match 2. We are on the draw, this time against Flyer 4-1. We got power in our hand, card draw, interaction, and a Glory Bringer. This is a sweet hand. Super stoked to play this one out. Let's see what our opponent is up to. Opponent's up to Misty Rainforest. Okay. Maybe we're up against an Oko. Ooh, there's a miscalc. I think we just hold up miscalc here. Like, I don't need to draw anything. And we can hold up miscalc and Unholy Heat here. And Dismember. All right, opponent fetches end of our turn for a Sparus Headquarters. So they're Bant. They drop a forest. There's a Raphellos. Let's just let this resolve. We can just Unholy Heat this. I'd rather save this miscalc, to be honest. And now this next turn, we can ponder and still hold up miscalc. Glorious. Sinister laugh, right? All right. Island, ponder. I guess we just ponder first here. We are already playing. Yeah, Island, ponder. What do we got going on there? Murktide, Riftwing, Volcanic. I like these cards. We should be able to do all the things. So next turn we can suspend Riftwing, hold up miscalc, and then the turn after that we can just slam a Murktide. Riftwing. So we got Murktide next, then Riftwing. I'd love to miscalc something here. We also have the Glory Bringer. That's 5 mana for Glory Bringer as well. All right, they Verdant Catacombs. Getting a what? Whatever they play here. I'm just going to miscalc this. Cultivate? Yeah. You don't get lands, my friend. This will put another instant sorcery in the yard. And so now we got 3 in the yard. So that makes our Murktide cost 4. We have 4 mana. We got, yeah, this would be a 6/6 Murktide on turn 4. Turn 3. I love it. Murktide, pretty cool. Let's see what our opponent does with this. And then next turn we can just Glory Bringer and just smack them for 10. I like that. Maybe they'll play something that we can hit with Glory Bringer as well. Windswept Heath, a lot of fetch lands for our opponent. Their mana base is looking really nice. They slam an Oracle of Moly Doly, huh? Putting a Jetmir's Garden in the play. Yeah, great mana base, and they get a Prime Time on top. Yeah, we just need to smack our opponent here. They're on a 2-turn clock. I don't know if they're going to be able to do anything about this here. So here comes a Glory Bringer. I will exert on the Oracle. And we will go to the next game. All right, game 2. We won the first game pretty handily. Let's keep this. Xander's Lounge, Faithless Looting, Brazen Borrower, and the Murktide. Do we lead out Mountain Faithless Looting or do we lead out tapped Xander's Lounge? I'm not sure. All right, our opponent, Noble Hierarchs. Let's actually start with the Faithless Looting. I'd like to get some interaction to kill these mana dorks. Don't find it. What do we discard here? I mean, we probably just discard 2 lands, right? Don't need Xander's Lounge. I don't really want a tapped land. Flooded Strand can go get our Volcanic, and we'll just pitch another island. All right, they Rafflecopter here into a Ponder. Pretty good. I think I want to just Petty Theft that Raphellos, set them back a turn. We're not really advancing our board state, but I don't really want them having access to like 6 or 7 mana next turn. So, ooh, Splinter Twin. Okay. Let's go get our Volcanic here. Then let's Petty Theft the Raphellos. Yeah, let me know in the comments if it's Raphellos or Raphalos. All right, I'm assuming they're going to just replay Orphelos. They do. Going to get in there for one with the Noble? Yes. Okay. So our next play is looking like Small Murktide or a Ravelman. I wish we could Glorybringer. That would be sweet. We could Faithless Looting as well. Let's just Ravelman here. I know they're not going to block with Raphelos. So this turn's a little scary as our opponent has a bajillion mana. Yep. Avenger of Zendikar, cool. And that even survives a Glorybringer smack. And they play a land. Alright. At least they only have 3 plant tokens. That shuts off Ravelman pretty handily. Okay, there's another land. I think we just need to find some sort of answer here. Like, we need Dismember. 2 lands and a Ponder, huh? Can't Ponder this turn. We'll make a Goblin token. Unfortunately, these Goblin tokens are going to attack and die. Yep. All right, we'll pass the turn back. Yeah, we need to Dismember, like, next turn. Luckily, they have not played a land, so these plant tokens aren't that crazy, but they do just slam an Augur, which is turned on right now. Augur actually really scary in this situation with that much mana available. Okay, opponent just getting in there with a single Exalted plant token. I guess they're worried that I block and then like lightning bolt their Avenger. Pretty conservative attack. All right, Rafflecopter taps for 4, and they still have a land and the Noble. They cycled Jetmir's Garden. Got it. And then they play Teferi. Wow, really good. Okay. There's a Windswept Heath. That's going to turn on some plant tokens. Yep. Ravelman comes back. All right, it's our turn. I mean, we could draw Pestermite. Nope. There's an island. I think we got to Ponder here. Ponder into Murktide. Incinerate, Smuggler's Copter, land. Well, Incinerate could take care of Teferi, but honestly, I think we're just going to lose against this Avenger. So let's shuffle. There's a Tangle Wire. Not super good in this situation. So all we can do now is let's play a Murktide. And it's not going to be that big. Most everything in our bin is lands, unfortunately. So this is going to be a 4/4 Murktide. And we'll just pass the turn back. Yep, opponent cracks their Heath. These plant tokens getting pretty scary. Breeding Pool tapped. I think if they drop a land here, oh gosh, they drop a fetch. Yeah, that's just lethal with the plant tokens. Let's head into the next game. We are on the draw. There's some power. Power and Ponder. Let's just keep it there. We have untapped. We can do both this turn. Well, of course we can play the Mox Sapphire. We could also just play Smuggler's Copter this turn into Ponder next turn. We could also Smuggler's Copter this turn into Goblin Electroman next turn and Ponder. That's probably better, right? Let's Smuggler's Copter here turn 1, turn 2, Electroman, crew the Copter, play the Ponder. And then that way we have our Copter turned on turn 2, which is pretty good. Maybe our opponent will be pretty slow. They get a Verdant. I'm assuming they're going to get a Triome here. No, Breeding Pool untapped into an Ignoble Hierarch. Yeah, their mana is great over there. There's a Reality Chip. Reality Chip cannot crew the Copter. Let's lead on Ponder here. Dismember, Flooded Strand, Ravelman. We can actually Electroman into Dismember, right? Should work. We get the Ravelman down. We can crew the Copter. And this will turn on our Dismember. So do we Dismember the Ignoble or do we save her something like Raphelos? Not sure. Let's get in there with the Copter first. We can just ditch this other land for now. Let's see what we draw though. I would like to use Smuggler. Okay, we draw a Flooded Strand. Yeah, we'll just ditch that extra mountain. Next turn we can go get our Volcanic Island. And I'm gonna hold this Dismember. Like, Ignoble Hierarch's not gonna like win this game, but Raphelos may, right? They Cultivate. Well, feeling a little sorry that I didn't Dismember now. Unfortunately, because Cultivate's going to ramp them quite decently. So they got all their Bant colors going on now. I mean, they actually got 5 colors with that ignoble. We draw a Rabble Man. This is going to be some damage coming at you here. Get our Volcanic. Play the Rabble Man. I should be able to equip the Smuggler's Copter, or crew the Smuggler's Copter here, I think, off the Rabble Man token. Well, it won't matter. No, I can equip off the Rabble Master. Yeah, that makes sense, because the Rabble Man token can just get in there. I mean, swinging for 6. It's kind of gross here. Turn 3, swinging for 6. They're going to be at 8. And we're going to filter again with the Smuggler's Copter. Heck yeah. Oh, that's cute that the Goblin Electromancer attacks each turn if able. All right, we draw a Riftwing. Do we just get rid of the Reality Chip here? Kind of like the Reality Chip, to be honest. Though it probably makes more sense to ditch the Reality Chip and keep the Riftwing, but c'est la vie. Yeah, that's interesting that the Rabble Master makes the Goblin Electromancer have to attack. I'm actually going to take the Ignoble Hierarch out here as I want to turn off something like Natural Order. And this is going to make our opponent have to deal with this board. We have lethal next turn with the Rabble Man. So 3 mana for our opponent, not a lot. Really constrained. Okay, Augur. Augur's just not going to be good enough, I don't think. Does block Electromancer quite well. Ooh, and Miscalc. We can do both. We can play Reality Chip and hold up Miscalc. Island, huh? Well, can't play that right now because we can't equip the Reality Chip. So I need to crew the Copter here, though. And I think I want to crew with the Electroman, honestly, so we don't lose it. Because Miscalc technically only costs 1 right now. It's kind of nice. This is going to draw that land off the top of our library, which we can just ditch. We don't need the land. And if they want to block Rabbleman with Augur, they're still taking 5. They'll get a 3. Oh, yeah, we got a Treasure Cruise on the top now? Heck yeah. Yeah, they do block. They have to. Otherwise, they're just dead. And we'll hold up Miscalc. I mean, they only got 4 lands. This is going to be pretty good, I'm assuming. Million cards in our graveyard for Treasure Cruise. To Fairy. Yep, get Miscalced. And that'll do it. All right. We win match 2. Let's head into the finals for the trophy in match 3. All right, in the finals, match 3 versus Phil Lesh. Looks like we're going to be on the draw here. Can we keep this hand? Is it too slow? I think it's too slow. I think we need to send this hand to Mulligan and get a fresh 7. This hand, let's keep it. We got Ragavan and Faithless Looting. I think we just put back the Brazen Borrower, maybe the Rabble Master. If we draw an island, that'll look real nice. OP leads out Windswept Heath, does not crack. There's a Ponder. I'm just going to lead out no, let's Faithless Looting first. We can dash Ragavan next turn. We find a Regent. What is our game plan here? Game plan is going to be get some blue mana, right? I want to keep one of these lands for sure. And I think we just put the Regent back as that's looking tough to cast with 2 blue pips. But this Ragavan, as long as our opponent doesn't play anything, we will make treasure tokens, and that will be super awesome. Mox Emerald, okay. Into Loam, that's not scary at all. They can get their Windswept Heath back. We draw a Tangle Wire. All right, let's dash this Ragavan, make ourselves a blue mana. Question is, we played a land, so I don't think we need to ponder yet. We could ponder to really set up our next draw step. What do we exile? We exile a Grist. Would love to cast that, but cannot. Let's just ponder now. Find some land drops. Okay, there's Flooded Strand, Xander's Lounge, and Pestermite. Do we want these cards? I think we do. Question is, do we want to send any back with this fetch? We can put this, let's plan to send the Xander's Lounge back. We'll take the Flooded Strand, and this will give us Pestermite next turn. Flooded Strand's gonna get a Volcanic for us. They play Tireless Tracker. Okay. That's gonna block a monkey quite well. Yep, making a couple clue tokens. I mean, they just block monkey if we dash it here, right? Let's go get that Volcanic. And then what do we do with our turn here? Let's just play Ragavan, and then we can Petty Theft the Tireless Tracker next turn. Because if they use Tireless Tracker, sack some clues, they won't have enough mana to recast it, and we could potentially get in with Ragavan again. I'll take the hit. Ooh, Wasteland. Okay. Well, gonna have to use it now. So let's send Tireless Tracker back. It's a little unfortunate as it's gonna. No, we can use Pestermite next turn to get Ragavan through. So that'll give us another treasure token as well. Yeah, Tanglewire not looking good when your opponent has 3 clues. Oh, so actually, yes, drawing the island was critical there. And this will make a 4th mana. We can just get Jite down after this. So let's top the Tireless Tracker, get in there with Ragavan, make a treasure, and then maybe we just win in the air with Jite. Ewit, okay. We also have a Faithless Looting in the yard as well, so we need to not forget about that. Exploration, okay. Going off with this Tireless Tracker, for sure. It can pump Tireless Tracker twice now, making it 4 toughness. Do they attack, though? No, okay. They start drawing, which is pretty smart. They do only have 1. Our opponent does only have 1 card in hand. I guess 2 now. I'm assuming they're looking for removal for this Pestermite. Yeah, they draw another card. What they don't know is the Pestermite's not going to be the problem. It's going to be the Jite. Another island. Yeah, let's just Jite here. Gonna equip this to the Pestermite because we can fly over that tracker. Get in there with the Pestermite, not the Ragavan. And get a couple Jite counters going. Our opponent will be at 11. So these Jite counters are going to be quite scary. Yep, I will put counters on the Jite, thank you. Now, unfortunately, this Tireless Tracker is going to get out of range of Jite here. They can crack 2 more clues, potentially 3, given this tracker 6 or 7 toughness. Next turn, I'm looking, we probably just flash in our Brazen Borrower and try to win in the air. I think that's the plan. Interesting. How did Craterhoof get into their graveyard? What just happened? Oh, they loamed. They dredged with loam. Got it. More lands coming down. Yeah, I mean, there's going to have lands for days. And with that exploration out, it's pretty good. Yeah, Wasteland again. Unfortunately for them, we only have basics out right now. They prime time. That's going to be more lands. Do they have any utility lands like Strip Mine or... Oh, they have Field of the Dead and Urza's Saga. Yeah, they do have utility lands. More clue tokens. They can just draw infinite cards here, I think. All right, this is going to get close on the race, as that construct is going to be quite large with all those clue tokens. Tanglewire, effectively useless right now. Do we block with Ragavan here? I guess we can block. Though, are we just dead next turn? No, we're not dead, because we have the Jite counters. So, because they can pump there, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They can crack 5 clue tokens, make it a 10 power. So they have 20 power on board. Let's actually, so we'll flashback Faithless Looting, get rid of this Tanglewire, which is garbage. Dismember. Well, this was handy because they have no mana left to make their Tireless Tracker bigger. Do we sack the treasure token to save 2 life? I think we do. All right, Tireless Tracker down. Now we can get in there with the Jite and we pump on our hit here, I think. Yep. So 1 more turn, 2-turn clock here. 1 more turn for our opponent. They have 10 damage on the battlefield right now. I mean, next turn is just going to get out of hand for them. So they need an answer to this Pestermite, really. They have a lot of card draw to get there. Yeah, Field of the Dead going off as well. Thespian Stage. That's good to see. So they're playing the lands. They're a lands combo deck plus Craterhoof, it looks like. Gargaroth. Yeah, that'll stop a Pestermite, huh? Well, we still have live draws here. I mean, we could just get Splinter Twin, and that would do it. But Gargaroth is a very decent board stabilizer. They have a lot of permanents on the battlefield. It's kind of crazy. I'm assuming they copy their Urza Saga here with Thespian Stage, and then they make a construct token. Seems pretty good. Yep, we take a hit for 10. If they have Dark Depths, they get it now. No Dark Depths. Nurturing Peatland and something else, like a forest or something. Well, not looking good. All right. There's the Splinter Twin. This is what I'm talking about. This is why you throw Splinter Twin in your red-blue deck, because here's just a straight-up stolen win in the finals. Yeah, they have the Gargaroth, but they cannot beat Infinite Pestermites, and that's what we're going to go make. What's nice here is we can save our targets, and that'll do it. All right, on to game 2. All right, we're up 1 game here in the finals. On the draw, Ragavan in our opening hand. That's gonna be a keep. Love the Unholy Heat as well. Let's see what our opponent opens up with, as I want to start filling our graveyard here for this treasure cruise. If our opponent doesn't do anything scary turn 1, like I'm wondering if we just turn 1 Ragavan, turn 2 suspend Riftwing. Forest go, huh? Yeah, let's do it. If they don't have an answer to this Ragavan, it's going to get out of hand. I mean, even if they do have an Urza Saga. I mean, if they do have a creature, they don't have a creature. I was like, we can Unholy Heat that. Splinter Twin, huh? Well, I can get in for free right now with Ragavan. Life from the Loam. Yeah, don't need to play that. I think we just suspend Riftwing right now, as that'll take care of a construct quite nicely. And I want to hold up Unholy Heat here, as when our opponent goes to make a construct, it's going to be a 1/1 and we can just kill it and get in again with this Ragavan. Sapphire. All right, it's pretty sweet. I think we just get in and then Tangle Wire, to be honest with you. Get in, Unholy Heat the construct I know they're going to make, and then we Tangle Wire. And then that's going to allow our Ragavan to get in a lot. All right, here we go. Opponent's going to respond. Let's watch him do it. Yeah, there it is. Read them like a book. Come on, opponent. There you go. They make a 1/1. I Unholy Heat the 1/1. Nice try. And they take 2. What do we exile? Tireless Tracker? We play Tireless Tracker instead of Tangle Wire? I kind of think we do, right? Because playing lands makes more things for Tangle Wire to tap. I think we play the Tireless Tracker here because if we play Tangle Wire, our opponent will be able to activate Urza at the beginning of their upkeep in response and like get value out of their lands. How many more turns? 2 more turns on Riftwing, huh? So we play Tireless Tracker this turn, and then next turn we play Tangle Wire, so that way they don't get like a free turn off the Tangle Wire. Because being able to top that Urza Saga basically negates the Tangle Wire. All right, your turn, opponent. Thanks for the tracker. Big preach. I expect to see a construct activation here. No construct. They float mana. What did they... Okay. So they fetch their Mox. They have 5 mana available. Oracle, huh? Wow. We get a land. We just slam Glorybringer next turn. No land, miscalc, huh? Well, I think we Tangle Wire. Like, right? We just trade with this Oracle. And then we Tangle Wire. I mean, they sacrificed the construct to get this Oracle in play. So are they going to block, or they just want to give me a treasure? Top of their library is a Grist. So if they don't block, we get Grist. Yeah, they have to block here. So I know they have Grist for next turn. But not yet. They're going to have to tap 4 things. And this is why we played the Tireless Tracker before the Tangle Wire. Because now they got to tap. They don't have an Urza Saga to activate. They're just going to have to pass the turn. They have a Grist in hand. They play Wasteland. Doesn't look very good against these basics. Our Riftwing's coming down this turn. I will just send one of their lands back to hand. I mean, it's the only target, right? We'll tap our things, and we will hold up Miscalc. So Riftwing, send a land back. I don't think it matters. They can take their Wasteland back, I suppose. And I expect them to try to play Grist next turn, and they're just taking 5. They'll be down at 7, and they'll be down at 2. Oh, we have a Clue token now as well. And we may be closing this game out, because we also have a Glorybringer. Glorybringer haste, pretty good. Tap 3 things now, opponent. Gosh, Tangle Wire is such a beating. I think Tangle Wire is just such a strong card in any aggressive deck. I mean, our deck's not even that aggressive, right? And it's still just destroying our opponent right now, because now they're going to play Grist and think they're going to stabilize, and uh-oh, here comes Miscalc. Could have been a Fable, though, right? Could have been a Fable. It's working out here. Miscalc's working out over Fable. We could have played Fable last turn, but I think that's going to seal the deal here. We'll have 6 damage on the battlefield. If we draw a land, we'll have 2 clue tokens, and that'll be exactly lethal. Or if we don't draw a land, we'll just play Glorybringer, right? Tap the Tangle Wire and the clue token here. We got 5 mana. That should do it. Unless they have Force of Will. And even then, I think we're going to be okay. Glorybringer instantly resolves. Here is the Alpha Strike. There's the trophy. We did it. And minimum of punts, I think, as well. I don't think that might be a first. No punts during gameplay. Only a half a punt by not drafting Fable. I don't know. You tell me. Anyways, thanks for hanging. Thanks for chilling with me here. Don't touch that dial, and let's keep cubing.